NBC 26 is your official Packers station. Some of the greatest photos in Packers history are now on display at the Packers Hall of Fame. It's all part of a new exhibit honoring team photographer Vernon Beaver. Jesse Garcia takes us on a tour.
Well, it's the man behind the camera.
That's right.
Jim and John Beaver are taking us through an exhibit dedicated to their father. The late Vern Beaver was the official team photographer for 60 years. Their favorite part is Vern's darkroom, taken directly from his Port Washington basement.
He used to say about this darkroom that he could put out more pictures than the Time Life Photo Lab in New York City.
I tell you, there were some famous pictures came out of that small darkroom.
Even as a little boy just growing up, I can remember peeking over the sink as he was making pictures.
Is it emotional for you guys?
It's very emotional, actually. Spent so many hours down there.
There is also a recreation of Vern's game day wardrobe and the slide room where he would drink a martini while working. Vern once took a picture of his own father.
In fact, he's posing here with Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron on the sidelines at a game in Milwaukee County Stadium.
A love of the lens went straight through the family. Jim is now the Packers photographer. John shoots for Sports Illustrated.
One of his favorites here from the second Super Bowl, Lombardi being carried off the field. That's the first Super Bowl in Los Angeles. Lombardi's getting the trophy from Roselle.
He really enjoyed the feature photography. I think if he could shoot a half a game just being on the bench shooting, you know, hands and feet and helmets.
Yeah, there is something about black and white pictures that really have a staying power.
And mud, they don't make mud anymore.
That's right. Fields are too antiseptic now. They're combination plastic. This is probably his other favorite picture, the sweep.
Oh, yeah, sure.
With everything in it, including Lombardi in the background watching.
Vern was never sure if Lombardi liked or accepted him until a letter arrived thanking Beaver for some photos he had sent.
And instead of leaving where the secretary wrote Mr. Beaver, Vince crossed it out and put Dear Vern.
And I think that letter confirmed to him that he was accepted.
There are dozens of rare shots from the man who had his priorities straight in his head.
You know, his family, he loved Port Washington, and I think the Packers were number 3 in that group.
Packer fans, young and old, are probably lucky to have someone like Vernon Beaver that kept a history of the team. It's legendary.
A lot of teams don't have this kind of history, this kind of record of their past. And I think at the time, the pictures weren't important. As they get further away from that moment, they become more important.
The exhibit will run until sometime this spring. Jesse Garcia, NBC 26.